So word on the curve is GlloRilla got a new nose. And Cardi B had stood on business for her. And a lot of us be saying, we gotta stop the self-hate and gotta, embrace our black features. And I agree with that. Because see this nose right here? See these teeth? I'm good. But I'm also not trying to cross over and be mainstream. Which in my opinion is giving urinary tract infection tease, it's giving off pH balance, but that's another video. I'm not extremely pressed about not reaching a certain audience. Cause flies will gather to shit. It ain't got to be nothing spectacular, but to each his own. When you get to a certain status within this matrix, your avatar is a brand. You become a brand. And so your brand, your avatar, needs to connect with people across the racial spectrum. Like, your avatar needs to be an avatar that all races can see themselves in and connect with. And this increases your opportunity to capitalize. Like Gra, we're going to go ahead and keep it a stack and say there's a little bit more grace for those who identify as men, because this is a patriarchal society. But the competition is fierce for females. But when you get to a certain level, it's not about young girls stay rooted. It's not about staying true to your roots. When you get to that level, when you become that invested in this system, you're not worried about that. You're worried about capitalizing. You're worried about making money. And you're worried about sustaining, maintaining, and elevating your brand. So this shit got to be marketable, mainstream, lucrative. So just imagine we're in the movie The Wiz and we all dancing around in that circle, and The Wiz said the color is white. And for queer folk, just imagine walking a ball and the category is white folks' realness with a twist. How do y'all be putting stuff on putting expectations on these people that are not realistic? You could already tell by how a person is moving what direction they going in by their aesthetic from the door. We knew India Irie wasn't getting no nose job. We knew Lauryn Hill wasn't getting one. We knew it from day one. Certain people, you just know by how they come in the door what they about to give. You can tell an artist's intentions when they come through the door by how they carry themselves. And unfortunately, a lot of artists who try to stay true to their ethnic roots or try to stay true to their Negro or Ebonic heritage, they don't get that far, because we're only 15% of the 15 to 13% of the population in America. So when you're trying to be a global brand, when you're trying to be an international brand, when you're trying to be a household name, when you're trying to be able to market your likeness throughout perpetuity of the universe, keeping your natural features, that is not an important thing. Our body is our avatar, and I'm not against changing your avatar to feel comfortable in your body. Obviously, I'm a trans person. It's about how you're trying to move. I made changes to my body that had nothing to do with me trying to capitalize. The changes that I made to my body was because I wanted to feel comfortable in my body. We live in a society where people don't look at you with their third eye, they look at you with their physical eye. So there was that. I also don't like topping. I do believe in pleasuring my partner, but I don't like pleasuring my partner with the organic strap. That wasn't my thing. I had to make changes to my body to feel comfortable in my body. So we make modifications to our avatar for the purpose of how we're trying to move. And if you trying to become a global brand and a household name, stop putting unrealistic expectations on artists that never showed you that their intent was to uphold the ideal standard of being an Ebenoid being or a Nubian being or a black indigenous being. Stop expecting that from artists that from the gate have shown you that's not how they coming. Let's be realistic. Some of y'all just be talking just to talk. Like, be realistic. Read the room. Later. Love y'all. Lay them, lay Nation. And remember, you don't have to be filthy rich to stand on business.